Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno. I know it's been a while. I've been kind of busy. Went to MLG. That was a great experience. That was the first MLG I've ever been to, but I'll continue with that story. Let me introduce our players. We've got LiquidHaypro. He's going to be our Zerg player down here in the bottom right side of Antigua Shipyards. And his opponent will be SaSe from QIM, hanging out over there in Korea right now. This is going to be our blue Protoss player on the top left side of the map, and he's going to be going for a pylon up there on this ramp. No Forge Fast Expand, at least from what it looks like here. So let me get back to my story. So unfortunately, I haven't been posting that much on my channel lately, mostly just because, you know, I was getting ready for MLG, then I was at MLG that whole weekend. MLG was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. It was the first MLG I've ever been to. I've been to other Starcraft lands, but, you know, MLG is a lot larger than local lands and stuff like that. So MLG was great. Met almost everybody. It was pretty cool. So if you have a chance to ever go to like a big Starcraft land, definitely go for it. The crowds were crazy. It's definitely, you get a different vibe from it, from going to it, as opposed to just seeing it on the stream. The only downside is you don't get to watch nearly as many games whenever you are there, just because you can only watch like one game at a time, and your feet are always going to be killing you. My feet are sort of still hurting. Not really, but I don't know, there was definitely not enough chairs. I understand the chair problem. The chair problem definitely means a lot more to me now as a spectator at the event, as opposed to someone who is just, you know, watching on the stream. Chairs definitely much needed, but MLG was great. Lenok seemed to come out of nowhere and win the whole thing. I don't think anybody would have expected that. I didn't even really know he was even attending the event until he got pretty far through the open bracket. I was like, wait a second, Lenok is going to do what now? So great, just fun in general. Had so much fun at the event, just totally awesome. Anyways, that's enough of MLG. And speaking of, this is a game from the previous MLG Orlando. This is a consolation match to decide who's going to get higher up in the tournament for money and those points needed to allow you to get higher seeding and stuff for future MLG events. So SaSe versus LiquidHaypro, and looks like SaSe is getting ready to do a sort of safe expansion here. Maybe going to go for a 1 gateway or 3 gateway expand. A nice scouting here from Haypro. Haypro had a really nice run through Providence. MLG Providence had a really nice run, kind of upsetted quite a few people. Beat some big players. I can't recall any offhand, but I just remember him. I think he beat an ST? I can't remember if he beat an ST or if it was like 2-1. Maybe it was 2-1, something close like that. But anyways, he did pretty good this MLG, kind of unexpected. There's just certain players who seem to not play as many tournaments, but when they show up at MLG, they just make a really big name for themselves, and Haypro did a pretty good job of that. And the Zergling is going to get in. Yes, he's going to get in. He's going to scout out absolutely nothing. Nothing is going to be in the base. But nothing is better than something, sort of. I mean, the absence of stuff is also knowledge, as opposed to seeing stuff. So seeing nothing is just as useful as seeing something. As odd as it sounds, it's completely true, I swear. I didn't just make that up. Good transfer of drones here from Haypro. Gonna start mining off both his bases, stopping on the gas. Just gonna get some Zergling speed going. Gonna get some speedlings out, try to control the map. And are we gonna see SaSe apply some pressure? Overlord scouting out the expansion, still hasn't seen it yet. It looks like this Chrono boosted warp gate is gonna finish right as soon as these gateways finish. He's gonna do a little bit of pressure in the middle of the map. That gateway, or that Nexus is down. Haypro does see that. There it is. Cute, fancy Nexus, but at the same time, he's going to have a pylon on here and really quick pressure. And what is he going to have to deal with? He's going to have 12 Zerglings coming out here pretty soon from Haypro. He sees the probe. He sees it there. Wow, he drops it right in his base. Doesn't even want to surprise him at all. He's just like, guess what, dude? I'm here to stay. And he's probably going to do a lot of weapons, maybe. Oh, wow, if he can get a queen kill with just 1 Zealot and a sentry, that'd be pretty nice. Pulling the drones. Kind of biding time till the Zerglings are out. Zerglings are out right now, canceling that. And really, is he going to continue the pressure? Nope. Maybe he was planning on canceling that pylon the whole time, just maybe make him overreact. But 12 Zerglings, not too much of an overreaction. He can actually kill off these sentries if he plays it right. He's got speed finishing just right now. So if he can snag a couple of these sentry kills, that's going to work out pretty good for Haypro. +1 attack upgrade on the way, and a macro hatch going up for Haypro in the back of his base, and these Zerglings are going to get a run by into the base. There's nothing there to defend. He maybe get a warp in and get the wall off. No, he's going to sneak right in there. He's going to go straight up in the main. Nope, going to get a block it off right there with the pylon. Nice job there from SaSe. Going to sacrifice a probe, though. Could have went a lot worse, so he could have lost a lot more in his main, and he may actually lose some more stuff here. Force fielding. 4 force fields, kill 4 Zerglings. I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm going to kill a pylon there. And that's pretty much about it. So Zerglings killing a probe, killing a pylon, and using 4 force fields. Nice wall here from SaSe. Could have did a lot of damage here to his main, and also caused a lot of delayed mining time. So SaSe setting up here with a lot of sentries and getting ready to move on in here to the mid game. +1 attack upgrade on the way. Third base going down for Haypro on the right side. Zerglings now crossing the map once again. He's going to start applying some more pressure. Nope, looks like just scout Zerglings. Keep an eye, wanting to make sure if he's going to continue some pressure here. And SaSe is has a hallucinations out, and I love hallucinations. One of the most underused spells in the game. Great for scouting. 22 more Zerglings out, and he's really getting a hefty Zergling force out now. With that +1, it's going to be pretty nice. Maybe he's going to force some more force fields here from these sentries. I'm not quite sure. We will see. Phoenix getting a good eye full of the base. He's at extra macro hatch and hasn't even started layer tech yet. Speaking of layer tech, there he goes. +1 just about finished, so about a 9-minute layer here. Got a lot of macro. He's going to be able to completely swamp him with Zerglings, and he's going to get a nice position here. Maybe even forced to cancel this hatchery. Nice position here from SaSe. Can throw down some force fields at the same time. We have Zerglings trying to poke into the expansion here of SaSe, but nope. Looks like they're going to get defended by those zealots. But no, counterattack here coming from the Zerglings. Haypro going to sacrifice that. They're going to go into the main, try and get some kills, but no, there's a photon cannon there. Nice photon cannon placement. Going to lose a pylon out the front. Maybe lose second. Yep, lose a second pylon. So 2 pylons for a hatchery. That definitely went in the favor of Haypro. Canceling that hatchery only costs him, I think, what is that, 75 minerals, but he could get surrounded here if he doesn't watch out. He's going to get in position here. Oh no, this is going to be so bad for SaSe. He's going to have some immaculate force fields. Here he goes. Force field's going to go down, and there he goes, but roaches are coming in from behind, and these sentries are just praying that those force fields last longer than they're going to, but no, they only last 15 seconds, unfortunately, and these sentries are going to get taken out finally. And looking pretty good for Haypro. He's going to be able to put that third back up pretty quickly here. Spore Crawler going down, fearing some maybe DTs. Or actually, where's he placing that Spore Crawler at? Just back here. I guess fearing DTs, something like that. Throwing up some more gas. And going to go do some more poking. Roach speed on the way. And SaSe, what is he doing here? Just pretty much Zealot Sentry so far this game. First Stalker on its way out, making its debut. The Stalker Blink on the way. And look at this, taking a quick 4th base here from Haypro. He's got map control. He's got a lot of map control. He knows it's going to be well for SaSe. We'll be able to apply a lot more pressure. And with all those hatchery he's got, he's going to have a nice amount of drones. Look at that, 12 drones coming out. Going to rally those straight to maybe, I don't know which. Maybe he's going to split them up. Go a little bit of both. Good saturation here at the expansions. Actually, let me see here. Yep, not bad. Maybe just a couple too many. Nothing too serious. He's mining off 2 bases only, so can't really put them anywhere else. Overseer out. Even a Spore Crawler up here at the front of the base, playing really nice and safe from Haypro. I love the Zerg players who just get detection just because there might be a DT. I prefer that play style. I prefer playing a little bit safe at the cost of a little bit of minerals and a drone. Because it's just terrible when a DT just walks, like all of a sudden you're whooshing, or whatever the noise they make, and all your drone, you look back at your mineral line and half your drones are dead. You're like, oh, not even cool, man. So it's totally worth it. Zerglings here scouting out this 3rd base. Going to keep an eye on when this is going to pop up. It's going to allow Haypro to know when he's going to take his 3rd and taking out these rocks. Smart move there. SaSe not going to see that, but he's going to be able to take out these rocks. Maybe see this is Zergling on the bottom. Nope, not going to see it yet. But this is going to allow Haypro for an extra attack path into this natural expansion. Now he's going to see it, and he's probably going to be able to kill these Zerglings before those rocks do fall. So the Zerglings are going to die, but definitely weakened up here. Zerglings out, +1 attack upgrade finished a while ago. Getting some more gas. I'll put up on 6 gas. Gold's going. He's going to start applying some pressure. He's got a lot of Stalkers with the +2 attack. He's making a whole bunch of Zerglings. 44 Zerglings on the way. A lot of roaches coming out now. He's got a lot of roaches. 14 roaches on the map. He's forced to back up. Force field's going to go down. And he really can't attack from that top there. He's going to have a lot of flanking. You're pulling the drones back. You may have to force a sacrifice here on this hatchery. Queen is not going to get out of that hatchery, unfortunately. It's going to die. There it goes. Broodlings coming out. So SaSe applying some pressure, keeping a Zerg player down to 4 bases. Doesn't want him to have this gold unless he absolutely has to. But we're going to get a flank here from Zerglings. No, actually, yes, he's coming from behind. Nice flank here from Haypro. Force field's on the right, but too bad Roaches are already right up close to him, getting a lot of kills here. And this is going really well for Haypro. Haypro is going to clean up the rest of SaSe's armor, even quickly throwing down that gold base once again. Stalkers, no, picking off the drone. Not going to happen on his side of the map. But look at this, more Stalker reinforcements on the way. He's going to have some more reinforcements on the way. More Zerglings coming up with those +1 attack upgrade. Those Zerglings dealing pretty good damage to these Stalkers. But no, just too many Stalkers with excellent Blink Micro from SaSe. And SaSe, they pretty much decided to part ways there. SaSe falling back, getting some reinforcements. Those shields on the Stalkers are quite low. More reinforcements from Stalkers coming up. And he's getting, it looks like just pure Stalkers so far. So a really weird army composition here from SaSe. Actually, attack here in the middle of Zerglings, trying to do some cutting, but no, SaSe picking them off and having a forward pylon here. So 3 bases versus 3 bases. He's got some infestors out. He's going to need that fungal growth to allow those Zerglings to keep some damage. Allow those Zerglings to apply some more damage here. 4th base once again going down for Haypro on the bottom left side of the map. But an infestor Zergling combination with a couple of Roaches down there is going to work out pretty good. He's got adrenal glands on the way. It's going to be a nice upgrade to have versus these Stalkers. Observer from SaSe getting some nice scouting information. And we have a run by here from Haypro. That's what it looks like. He's got no Zerglings in sight, scouting up here at the top. Or he's got nothing here at the main. He's got a pretty nice another wall here, but he's going to sneak in. Yes, he sneaks in there. Oh, double run by here, going into the expansion, also into the 3rd. Zerglings running into the main. And it looks like at this point SaSe is going to go for an attack straight up the middle of this Haypro's base. And Haypro is going to have to defend this here. He's going to have some nice fungal growths. Oh, nice fungal growths. Zerglings all over the place. Stalkers cannot blink. Now they're finally forced to blink. And, oh my gosh, SaSe is taking a pretty big hit there. But a lot more Zerglings out on the way. More infestors coming out. Fungal growths going down once again. And both 2 bases from SaSe are almost down. 1 expansion is down. He's going to be forced to get those infestors out of there. No burrow, unfortunately. Those guys are just going to pick off more Zergling reinforcements on the way. He's going to have some Zealots. Zealots also coming out. Those are going to work out pretty good. +2 attack upgrade against those +2 attack upgrade Zerglings. And even some infestors thrown down. He's going to need some more units. This army from SaSe is looking pretty scary. He needs to get some more units in here. Blinking up, taking out all those infestors. And, oh no, this is looking pretty bad here for Haypro. Haypro needs to get a force mustered up here, but he's kind of split off from the rest of his bases here. But another fungal growth going to go down there. But there's plenty of Stalkers. He's still reinforcing. He's got some stuff at his expansion. Infestors really need burrow right now. If he had burrow, all these infestors would be alive. He would have like 7 infestors right now. And that's just too bad for him. But getting right here in this base, working out pretty good for SaSe. Just rallying in as many units as he can from this pylon over here. Going to kill a lot of Overlords. Still has enough for supply, but a big heap of Zerglings coming out right now. Force field's going to go down. But it may just be too much. Blinking back. He's getting out from behind all those Zerglings, but there's just way too many Zerglings, and it looks like Haypro is finally going to clean up this attack. But no reinforcements on the way here from SaSe. SaSe going to send some more Zerglings out, or sorry, some more Zealots out. He needs to watch out those force fields. He needs a force field. Nope, going to lose both the sentries there. There he finally gets it, but these Zealots are going to rack up a couple kills. But these adrenal gland upgraded Zerglings with +2 attack, going to start actually +1 armor now too. Deal some pretty crazy damage. This 3rd has been down here for SaSe as that run by happened. That was a great run by from Haypro. And just checking to make sure there's no base here. No base here. That's good. He can just run away. No point fighting those Zealots. He's mining off 1 base and back to 2 bases here. He didn't get this Nexus. Got pretty close to it though. Half-life there. Great game too. And pretty much just straight up Zealot Stalker here from SaSe. And Haypro over here on the side is getting some Roaches out. That's going to be a pretty good unit here. Getting some nice upgrades for his Zerglings. 2 infestors coming out. He's all the way up to Hive Tech, obviously. Has his 3rd over here on the left. He's got some drones transferred over there and attack now coming in from SaSe. But I don't know if this is going to work very well. He's got Stalkers. He's got Zealots. But at this point, Haypro can just pump so hard. Let's check the Harvester count. Actually pretty close. 55 versus 53. But, of course, better saturation for Haypro as he's on 3 bases. Here we come. Big final attack. Zergling's going to go up there. We have the Roaches dealing a lot of damage. Going to take out the Zealots pretty quickly. Zergling's now getting in the back next to the Stalkers. Forced to blink. Micro back. SaSe blinking to the back. Zealots kind of cleaning up in the front. And now we just have Roaches versus Stalker Zealot. And he's forced to fall back with some nice control there from both players. But we do have 2 infestors. I need to get a really nice fungal growth to take off those blink Stalkers. And more Zerglings kind of streaming here. 40 Zerglings on the way. That's going to be extremely nice. More infestors coming up. He's going to need those guys for blink. Plenty of Roaches. And it looks like Haypro is going to have more than enough reinforcements to clean up this last army from SaSe. And SaSe GG's out right there. So Haypro taking game number 1 down from SaSe with some just really strong macro play. I mean, he didn't go for that quick third. He got the macro hatch first. Allowed him to produce a lot of Zerglings. He got some really nice Zergling upgrades. Got those +1 attack upgrades. Had those infestors out. It dealt with it pretty well. SaSe tried to stay really warp gate centric. Only got the robo out for the observer, and just really wanted to punish Haypro for doing any sort of overdroning, but Haypro did not fall for it. He went for the really heavy macro side of the Zerg production, got that extra macro hatch before taking his third, didn't overdrone, and had plenty of units to deal with that attack when it came up. But SaSe had some really nice pressure there, going in with the pylon, going in with the zealot really early, you know, right before the third or the second and third gateways was finished. But overall, Haypro played it pretty well. That Zergling run by that took out the third and did so much damage to the main was just such a huge blow to SaSe. And SaSe, sure, he managed to push in there to Haypro's expansion, deal a lot of damage with that attack, but just not as much as what Haypro was able to accomplish. And killing that third from SaSe just really slowed down his ability to, you know, get even, or actually kind of denied his ability to get into the late game, because he would have to rebuild his nexus, you know, get his probes back and stuff like that. So it kind of forced SaSe into either, you know, go all out, go all in right now with the Warp Gate army, try and bust him with the nice upgrades. But nope, too much production from Haypro. Haypro takes it. We're going to move on into game number 2, coming up next.